Houses, typical village. There's Nemo waiting for me. There's also ready to greet us. Here's one of the streets. Here's camp in the morning. Here's our cook tent being taken down. Our tents are still up. And here we always eat breakfast outside, at least at this elevation. We hate to see what's going to happen in the future. There's Angchu. Oops, there goes one of the tents, almost over. Here's the activity on this side. As the porters wait for us to finish our duffels, we have morning activities. Nancy's waving, she must think I'm taking her picture. There's Sheila and my duffel being tied together by our porter. I can hardly pull my duffel out of the tent, and then he's going to strap the two of them together and carry them this entire day, and actually smile at me tomorrow morning when he comes to get them again. A beehive of activity. And here's breakfast. This is another beehive of activity.
And you better beehive here.
Fill my plate, fill my cup. Is there enough Ovaltine? I've never seen so many busy hands. Our duffel bags have now made their way to a standing position as we get ready to tie them together. Well, maybe I'll carry these guys today. I'm feeling okay. And off our duffel bag goes. Hopefully to be seen again, dry.
What?
Here's the Peak 29 waterfall.
Yeah, once.
There's a canoe coming over the top any minute.
See a kayak?
Wow. Check audio.
Wow, look at the waterfall. That must be 10 feet high.
Wow.
Good thing you got a magnifying glass on there, Ed. Makes it look taller.
Whoa.
You know, it's only 50 feet away.
This is the first Gompa that we are passing as we enter into the Buddhist country, and it has a large prayer wheel inside. This tells us that if you turn the prayer wheel once clockwise, that will remove your bad sins. Here's a chorten in the same village, and a mani stone sitting on the chorten. And here's the windows in one of the houses. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Here's thrashing of the beans. What are they? Some kind of weed, I guess. Here we are in a small village. There's somebody weaving. Bath time? This one's just finished its bath. This one's still involved. Up here a roof is being constructed. And here the corn is being dried. Here's some video viewers. And lastly, the hare. Here we are in one of the goat roundups.
Hello, this
I don't know if you can hear the noise of the goats from here. I think they're too far away now. Here they come.
A bite, yeah. Find this, you know. They do, don't they? Whoa! It's not such a young boy. Oh, there's so many of them. It's an old one?
Yes.
How can you tell?
See?
And there they go.
Did you see his catapult? Huh? Did you see his catapult that he was carrying? Look, on his back.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's just to...
And here's a horse decorated for the festival. Just as the kids were singing for the festival. Here we are, all being entertained.
Over the bridge.
At a lunch stop. We had a beautiful trek this morning in through this pine forest and out onto this beautiful tea house with the Mani walls here and the prayer flags. And here are the Mani stones. They're very well preserved because they're very protected from the weather here. You can see here how well preserved they are. And here's the tea house. And Sheila and Pemba having tea. I'm sorry, hot lemon. There's our packs drying out a little bit in the sun. And here's the view. And we're sitting here. And we're sitting here watching Annapurna 2. You can see the snow plumes coming off the top from the high winds. And some mountain viewers. Oh, there's my hot lemon. Any crackers? Hello, young man. Hello, young man.
Hello, young man.
Hey! For some, this is the beginning of the rest, and for others, it's onward.
Do you have a carrot?
No, Pemba's not a porter. Here we go. Off we go. Now here's what trekking is really like. Okay, our new routine day of trekking. Here's our tents this fine rest day. We got up late, we're taking a rest today. Hey, what's this commotion in front of the tents? It looks like a shopping center has sprung up. Here it is, everything to buy. The salespeople, the bargaining.
Look, this how much
How much, how much? How much, how much? Last price.
Last price 442. Double कति बनेको?
त्यो त 500 त मरे कुरा
Here we are approaching the village of Manang. This is one of the major villages on the path to the pass. So we'll check it out and see what it looks like. Manang, here we come. Here's Sheila and Cecily on the approach path. The road to Manang. Welcome to Manang village. Here's the Chorten as you enter Manang. There's horseback riding rentals. This fellow's off on horseback to the airport with a broken ankle, a rock fell on it. And wash day again. Here at the entrance to Manang. Here's babysitting services.
Yes, it's a nanny.
And here's of course the view from here.
It's good with the sun on the camera.
Well, you can get a good view of Manang village from here. Prayer flags, yaks. We're at about 11,000 feet, maybe a little higher. Hey, there's the girls again, still on the trail. This is decorated for the festival. How you doing, guy? Just like at home. Pizza, apple pie. Downtown. Downtown. This is doing the prayer wheels as you enter Manang. You always go in a clockwise direction, do the wheels. Good health, good fortune. Here come some horsemen. Here's the mountain, and there's a glacier coming down, and it ends in this glacier lake. Tropical water, you can imagine the temperature of this. And just out for a stroll. Here's some more of our group out shopping in Manang. Here's the back of some of the homes here.
Oh, look at this.
And the bathroom facilities. You go in, you hold on tight, and you're perched at the edge of a cliff.
Do you see the guy? I don't know if he's still there. The guy went in horse. Yeah.
Here's a closer view of the housing here. The housing is built as it is in Tibet, up along a steep cliff, and the rooftop of one is the veranda of another. These are the backs of the houses. Firewood, getting ready for a long winter. Laundry drying in the wind, prayer flags. Down an alley looking for a bathroom. Entering the main bazaar. Playing the usual games. Uh-oh. He's using the rooftops. And the ground. Here's casing out the goods in the bazaar. Salesperson. Here's another courtyard here in Manang. And the view. And a ladder. That's how you get from one place to the next. Just be careful. Another prayer wall. We're trying to find the Gompa. Heading toward the Gompa. And Annapurna 3. Here are the walls of the outside of the Gompa. Here's the doorway. And here's preventing our entrance. We'll go try and find the key, but half the time the llamas in Kathmandu.
You looking through the cracks?
Here's another shot of the village. All the prayer flags fluttering in the wind. Here's the Glacier Lake again, which is the beginning of the Marchiandi River, which we've been following all the way coming up here. Bridge over the river Marchiandi. Here's an Apsopari puppy. Here's getting a little water for lunch. Now the question is how we're going to get it turned off. Well, maybe we won't. So we're leaving Manang, found it quiet, find another village somewhere else. Kids at play in Manang. Early in the morning we enter a very unusual site here in Nepal, which is an ancient walled city. The villages in Nepal have absolutely, generally no signs of fortification or means of protection except this one, and no one seems to know why. Here's looking down the main street. There's a Chorten or Gompa at the end of the street. And some of the early morning village activities, including trekkers.
The darky troops who happen to be up in Rostov.
Uh-huh.
But, so it's, there was
So this
some
was
pretty
in-
fierce battling going on.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that. Here's some of the street scenes. These houses are built in an old Tibetan style. You can see the holes in the walls for ventilation. The same kind of construction as is used in Tibet. And apparently the other thing that's Tibetan is the Chorten along the main street, in which some trekkers are going to walk through. The eyes of Buddha. It's another main street activity. Here's the view from the city. Getting the cows to go in the right direction. What an arm. Here's a set of old, somewhat broken down prayer wheels. Here comes some loaded down yak or zo into the town square. Wonder which way I ought to move. Here they go into the square. A lot of truckers around, as you can see, early in the morning. Decorated, whatever. Get 'em moving, get 'em moving. Here's another view of the village. These fields are all in production during the growing months, but up here they only have one season, so right now they're used for whatever. And here's the babysitting service with the little one in the background. Here's another view of the fields and a little village in the distance. And the backdrop from out of town. And now the background, just a little interruption from a dead battery. Back in business. Early morning in the Himalaya. And again, the backs of the homes here, demonstrating the typical Tibetan style of architecture. Except for the electric lines, I suppose. And the newish looking hotel. Shopping center along the trail. Pasingami making a purchase. I guess not. Never fear, you pass one by, there's always another one. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to move again. How long can you stand here? That's it, folks. The things. Did you make this purchase?
I did. I think we're both happy.
All right. Okay, now I'm ready to see what you bought.
Okay, this is what we got here. This is the can of jar coat, and we just got a pair of Tibetan boots.
You gonna wear them to Vinton Square?
Am I going to wear them to Vinton Square? You bet, right in the Stop and Shop.
Here we are, somewhere in Nepal, on a lunch break. There's the trail we'll take after lunch, over this bridge. There's the guys fixing up the kitchen. Some of them went down to the river to get washed. Here's our group by the orange tarp. And here's what we're having lunch under. Probably way too bright. Here's our usual group of onlookers. Here's at the gorge that we just walked down this morning to get to this beautiful lunch spot. And there's the bridge we crossed over. Now we'll go down and take a closer look. There are some people ahead of us on the trail. And now I'm standing on that bridge, and here comes the river through the gorge. It's a little shaky because there's other people going over the bridge. Not all that stable. Close-up view. Imagine rafting down this. And here's the other side as it goes downriver. This is the river we've been following today to a place called Patopani. the trail. There are some people on it somewhere. There they are. Heading up. Here's other lunchtime companions that we have. This guy does the leftovers. We're trying to buy him for dinner. Here's another scene of the waterfall. I don't see any barrels. It really comes down. And down. It's another bubble blowing contest. Tonight we arrived in a village called Tatopani, and we've been talking all day about having a chicken barbecue. So we looked and priced the chickens on the way in, and then Angcholden bought 4 chickens, 160 rupees for the first and 150 rupees for each other. We're getting ready for the chicken barbecue. There are the chickens under there. All right, we're getting ready for the chicken barbecue. We're getting ready for the chicken barbecue. Okay, let the chicken barbecue begin. I don't know who he's teasing, you or me. Okay, do it. Go. Okay. Do the chicken. Oh, well, it's a chicken barbecue in the making. You've seen it live, folks. Oh, I don't know how anybody's ever going to watch this at home. Okay, now we're going to take the skin off this. Go ahead. Okay.
That's the better way to do it.
This chicken's still going, Dennis.
No, it's not.
What's he doing to it?
Killed it.
Oh, he smashed it. That's right.
You wring its neck.
That seems more humane.
Wring its neck, see?
Yeah, that seems more
This guy
humane.
knows how to do it.
Yeah.
He wraps the wings around.
Oh yeah, this guy, he's a real chicken slaughterer here, this guy. This is better, Dennis, you think? Oh yeah, it's much better. Here's another guy who's just witnessed this scene and is none too happy about the goings-on here. I think he's dinner at one of the restaurants. Here's the second step in the chicken barbecue. In steaming hot water. The chicken barbecue preparations continue. Chicken barbecue.
Barbecue.
Here comes Ed. He's about to, oh my God.
Catch!
I mean, I knew that Ed was a sick man when he started this trek, but he's really lost it completely now.
This is sick.
I think
How'd I do?
Hold it up again.
oh, Ed!
And here's Sheila with her Polaroid camera. She just took a Polaroid of this little girl who's visiting our camp. She has no idea that in a minute she's going to see herself. We hope it works. Is it coming out? Oh, she likes the other side better. Well, and here's the head bar porter looking on. And they're all going to watch this picture develop. The picture is coming, and now Passing Kami is going to look at it too. All right. He's pretending he's a chicken from the chicken barbecue. He came a day early and found us our campsite. How's the picture coming?
It's coming. It takes time.
How's it coming? How's it coming?
It's coming. dark though. It's dark.
It's too dark?
Well,
Well, the picture's all done.
she's pretty as a picture.
She's prettier than in the picture.
Yeah.
Show her the postcard, Mirogar.
I showed her.
Oh, Mirogar.
You say Boston?
She can't say Boston. Well, it's probably not enough light for this shot, so the shots of the camera indicates, but I just wanted to show you in the dark the continued preparations for the chicken barbecue. Again, the camera says too dark, but I'm giving this one shot. Here's the chicken barbecue preparations continue with Sheila and Nancy are going to make the barbecue sauce with our head chef, Ang Cholden. And it's chicken barbecue time. Chicken barbecue.
Let's first applaud the inventors of this.
Show it to me again, Amanda.
Pick up a piece and I.
Whoa.
Look at that. Oh, look at that chicken barbecue.
Chicken barbecue.
Chicken barbecue. Terrific.
Here we are at the top of Poon Hill, just at sunset. Sunrise. Good video. Just before sunrise. Here's Dalgiri 1 and Dalgiri 2 from Poon Hill just before sunrise. Here's Annapurna South with the sun just starting to hit it. And this next mountain is... What, Sheila? Sheila, which one? Annapurna Fang? Or Tuche Peak? No, Annapurna Fang. And that's Tuche Peak. I think you can see a snow plume just off this. This is Machu Picchu.
Yeah,
That's Annapurna.
Why?
Have Anshu give it on the video.
He doesn't know where I'm pointing at.
Well, why don't you start from right to left?
Sunrise continues. Here's another view a little bit later. Duke chairs coming out. Other peaks are coming up. Sun's starting to come over the ridge. And one more panorama. and the ridge below. Now you may think that trekking is all fun and games, but now we're going to show you what it's really like. We're going to show you the trail. Dun, 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 dun. Here's the trail. Here we go. Here's the trail. Whoop, whoop. Here's the trail. Here we go. Down and down we go. Down and down we go. Whoop. Down and down we go. Down and down we go. Down and down they go. And here's another trail side activity. Oh, you could just do this all over. It's a very big trail side activity. Makes the rest of the trail a little easier. And we continue to go down. Down, down, 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 down to the river. Down to the river. Turn, turn, turn. Down to the river. Here's another trail making activity. Basket weaving. Namaste. Just a small basket. The trail goes down, as you can see. And we're going to go down to this river. And then we're going to climb the trail. I think you can see it there. Just coming up on the other side of those trees. Out to the outside of the ridge. Up the ridge. And to this town, whose name I can't remember right now. And our campsite is over there. And that's going to be our campsite over there. That's if we make it up. See the trail? There's the trail down, down, down. Down, down, down. Down, down. Down to the river. Here's another portion of the trail we'll be coming down to in a minute. And here's the local kids out to watch the progress of our group. From their home right there. So we'll take it down and see what we see. Namaste. 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 No matai. Namaste. 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 And we continue to look at trail side activities. And here's another good example.
I have a feeling I know what you're filming.
No, not your feet. And some more trail side activity. Don't let her out of your sight, guys. And down we go. Still trying to get to the river. Down and down. All right, now here's a demonstration of how you should come down a trail. This is me in disguise. Usually I do this when I'm not hampered by the movie camera. All right. This is the river that we're headed to. We're almost down. And then you can start to see the trail that we're going to climb. And the people on the trail, if you can see already. Well, Ed, you've come down a long way from that ridge. Up there somewhere was the town. Now we're going to cross the bridge here. And there's the rest of the group taking a rest break before starting up. You think down was difficult? Whoa. Here's the bridge. And here's what it feels like when you're walking on it. And here's looking upstream, and here's what it feels like when Nancy is jumping on the bridge. And here comes Nancy. You can tell we're really into bridge walking here. This is a wall in which there are bees' nests hanging down from the rocks. And there are special beekeepers here in Nepal that lower themselves from ropes from the cliffs above down to these rocks in order to collect the honey about a month from now. We'll try to zero in and see one. I'm not sure I can see it here, although it's in there. Maybe we'll be able to identify it on the film. Alright, and now after a drink of water, up we're gonna go, up we're gonna go, up we're gonna go. Here we go. Up. Up. Whoa. I don't know how this is going to come out, but I sure do know how it feels. Up. This redefines the meaning of strenuous. This redefines the meaning of sweat. This redefines the meaning of sanity. And if you think I'm kidding, come and try it sometime.
And last he comes up the stairs, and what feels like a million miles up from the river, he makes it almost.
But being here does have its moments. Being here does have its moments. If you follow my hand, you can see Annapurna South in the clouds.
A beautiful sight.
This is the top of the hill. It's Landrick, and here's Mount Weaving with assistance. Here's an almost completed mat over here. Gondruk. It's hard to believe, but that's where we started this video. Then we came down that hill, down to the river, and then up as we saw. Well, we climbed up a hill, and here's a welcome sight. Camp is going up, including our toilet tents. Here's all the tents are up.
everybody has for.
There's a kitchen tent, cook tent, Sherpa's tent, Angju's tent. And then of course when you get to camp, you try to find the group leader, and she's usually off having a beer. Well, it's Halloween here in America, and it's Halloween here in Nepal. It's Halloween. We've seen these things on the streets before. There's a Hindu holy man right over here. I'd give him a pen, the Hindu holy man.
No photo.
No photo. And there's the porters carrying the goods to the party. There's the raisin. There's Janine. There's Cecily. There's the raisin. There's people that are dressed up like each other. Alien life forms. Dennis, who are you, Dennis? And here's the audience for a Halloween party. Vitai.
I got some.
Everybody got a piece of candy.
He's juice. I got a better idea.
Let me take a picture of everybody.
We don't have enough of them.
Okay. Just back up. Back up.
Vitai, Vitai.
Stand there with the man and sing. Raymond, you get in the photo too.
I'm only a part costume.
Wait, Amanda, get in the picture too. Get in the picture too.
Well, this is our next to last day on trek. Tomorrow we'll be moving on to Pokhara. So we walked into camp through this lovely meadow. Everybody's relaxing, getting ready for our last night in the tents. Tomorrow, Pokhara. Here's our last camp. Easily one of the most beautiful ones we've had. There's all our tents. The dining tent. Angju's tent. We're all ready for our last tea. And there's someone who just heard the gong. So it's out of our tents, out of the toilet tents, and off to tea. Well, now somehow the powers that be have decided that we should present on the last day Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. For whom and in what language so far we haven't decided. The audience has arrived. Popcorn is being served.
Up the kitchen, cook the food. I want you to do all the work. Leisurely, by myself.
Well, I know it's hard to believe, but this is the Nepalese version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Thank you very much, so very much, Snow White. You used to be the fairest of them all. But now, Snow White is the fairest. Oh, no, not Snow White. Snow White!
Go and kill Snow White. Take Snow White.
Take Snow White to the woods and kill her and lose her. Snow White! Snow White!
Kill poor Snow White! Beautiful Snow White!
Yes! I want her gone!
Or else I'll be gone.
Or else you will be killed also!
Queen saying let's do this, get down. No, no.
Oh my God, he's gonna do it!
Oh my God!
He's gonna do it!
Go, high, go, run, run.
We're the seven dwarfs. Now we these do that. Yeah. Zippity doo dah, zippity Shy. She's shy. Turn around, Denny.
I'm grumpy.
Who are you?
Dopey.
I'm dopey.
So I will go tell them that I'm going in a disguise with a poison magic apple to kill her. Knock, knock. Hello. Young lady. Un apple? Would you like to have an apple? For today, I brought one specially. I've been calling house to house. Would you like an apple? Okay, bye.
We missed Snow White being poisoned by the apple during that interval.
What's happened to you? Poor Snow White. Come back to life.
I'm Prince Charming, so we're gonna miss that too.
We must put something up in her head.
It's a good thing we're having this now, because it looks in a few minutes we're gonna be fogged in. This is, I guess, a Nepalese wake. What? It's Prince Charming's time.
And here we go. Prince Charming to the rescue of the fair maiden. Da, da, da. There he is. What a stud that guy is, huh? Oh, God. Da, da, da. Oh, and the magic kiss. And she is awakened from her slumber. Very wonderful. I wonder if I'm shouting at this one. I hope it's recording. Oh. He can't kiss her. Oh, my God. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And she awakens. And a beautiful performance by all.
Hey, my prince will come.
Oh no, they're both tripping over each other.
We go into the fog.
Very beautiful. Thank you. And I think a curtain call for everyone. Get up. Yay.
Run the curtain call. Thank you. Okay, Raymond, what was most memorable part of the trek for you?
Well, the most memorable part of the trek for me was when I was walking along and 3 Germans came along and had BO and body odor that would not quit and smelled me off the trail.
You sure that wasn't members of our group?
That was not, I recognized every smell from our group long ago, and this was totally new and totally offensive.
Terrific.
10
Okay,
seconds, huh?
Terry, what part of the trip will you remember the most?
Okay, well, it's tough competition. It could be Ed saying, "Bring plenty of blood." It could be Cecily doing her leech imitation. It could be Amanda saying, "This is gonna be the worst day of your lives." It could be seeing the Himalayas the first time, but I think it's probably the dancing.
Good. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Cecily, what part of this trek are you going to remember the most?
Well, I think the part of the trek I'm going to remember the most is the evening where we went to go drinking with the Sherpas. And we were able to play charades even though we had a small language barrier.
Yeah, but how much of a drinking barrier?
Not too large. We coped well. Either that or the dancing. I think the dancing was pretty memorable too.
Well, Danyabat.
Dhanyabad.
Okay, Sheila, now it's your turn. What was your most memorable experience during the trek?
Well, I can think of two. The mountains are beautiful, but that's expected. But two unexpected things were seeing the Sadhu in Jomson, and then seeing Amanda and Angchu make fun of him right in back of him. And the other thing was a wonderful Halloween party, thanks to Terry and the jack-o'-lantern that Angchu brought us, because it was so unexpected and so out of place here in Nepal, and it was terrific.
Danyabat.
Dhanyabad.
Okay, Nancy, what was your most memorable moment of the trek?
Well, actually, I can't determine it down to one, that there are three. The first one was being led up Thurong La on my trusty steed Pote. The next one was being able to entertain a handful of village women with my gold inlays in my mouth. And I think actually most memorable in reflecting was the unusual camaraderie and complementary personalities of all the members. It really made a really special trek.
All the members, Nancy?
Well, some even stood out more than others.
Danyabat.
Dhanyabad.
Now we're all going to try to guess who this is. Oh, this is a surprise.
Surprise!
Dennis, what's your most memorable moment during the trek?
Well, I had a couple of very memorable moments. The most memorable, though, was the trek that Nima and I took up to the base camp for Annapurna 2 and 4, something no one else experienced. It was a marvelous hike up, and in fact, much to Amanda's chagrin, we hiked to a knoll at approximately 15,000 feet. We're up real close to the mountain, and being that close, I could feel the power and the awe of the mountain. We could hear avalanches in the background, and there was a really cold wind with the snow blowing off the peak, and it was just an incredible spot to be, so close to the mountain. And also what I could feel is that mysterious pull of the mountain trying to cause me to go climb it. So maybe someday I'll have a chance to climb one. The second memorial one, which also no one else experienced, was 2 a.m. in the morning, which I'm sure you all recall, and I will not repeat the details, but
Please.
you will all know exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you very much.
Danyabat.
Dhanyabad.
Janine, what was your most memorable moment during the trek?
My most memorable moment during the trek was opening up the tent the first morning and seeing the beautiful Himalayan mountains and realizing I am finally, really here in this beautiful country.
And you've enjoyed it?
Oh, have I ever enjoyed it.
All right,
It gets more and more awesome.
Danyabat. Okay, now Bubbles, what was your most memorable moment of the trek?
Oh, it's clear to me that it was walking down from Julie to Braga when Annapurna 2 opened up its arms to me and said, "Come," and I didn't.
But someday.
Someday.
There's more trips in your future.
They certainly are. Better be.
Dhanyabad.
So Ed, what was the most memorable part of your trip to Nepal?
Well, there were two most memorable parts of my trip to Nepal. One was all I learned about Nepali history.
Okay.
Two kings Nepal, one king Kathmandu, and other king Mustang.
The second thing I learned in here in Nepal, it was one of my most memorable moments, is learning all about Nepali music. Just Pemba and me, and the baby makes three. We're happy in my blue heaven. High five! High five! Well, Angju, the trek is almost over. What would you like to say to all of us in the group?
Namaste and welcome to come to Nepal. And you like go to again, you want to come to Nepal for next year or a few years after, you want to come to Nepal, we go to with you. And we have this time also good weather in our country and good mountain, we see for the mountain. And you want to come to Nepal again, namaste.
Thank you, Angju. Great job.
Welcome.
Ready for this, guys?
And here's one of everybody's fondest memories. It's our group leader, Amanda.
So do you remember sitting in your sitting rooms in the United States of America that England so nicely gave you?
Oh.
And looking at the catalogue and thinking how wonderful it would be to go to Nepal, and then speaking to Kimberly, who told you that it was a rigorous trek, but don't worry about it, there'd be no problem. And then there was day after grueling 8-hour day, getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning and going through sheer hell, eating porridge for breakfast every morning, going over the Torong Law. Remember the Torong Law? Remember the sound of the tent zippers in the morning as you groaned your way out of your sleeping bag? Well, next time you phone Kimberly to book for a trek, just remember, trekking sucks!
Well, this is where we were yesterday. We were standing right up next to that mountain. Right up there next to that mountain. Right up there next to all those mountains. And this is where we are today. Little bit of a difference. Well, Sheila, what do you like better, the Fishtail Lodge or the camp?
Tents.
The tents?
Definitely the tents.
Did you open up your air mattress last night?
No, but it wasn't that comfortable.
The Fishtail Lodge is reached only by water. In San Francisco they would call it a ferry, in Marblehead we would call it a launch. But in any case, this guy sort of pulls you across to the other side. And then from the trek, you sort of enter this place that's hard to believe all at once. But we got used to it pretty quickly. You bet we did. You just bet we did. Here we are in Patan, sitting next to Kathmandu, and here we are in the royal palace with Hanuman the monkey god. The monkey god is guarding the royal bath, built in the 1600s for the king of Patan, who lived in these palaces, guarded by stone lions. And here's the water spout. And here's the street outside. Supposedly little change from that time, except for a few cars, the crowds, and the salesman. I bet you the king wasn't bothered like this. A guru if you want your fortune told. They really don't do fortune telling. And here's the main Durbar Square of Patan. still with its same temples as there were 300 years ago. The Golden Gate. Leads into another shrine, and this is inside the courtyard. And here's an example of paint scraping Nepali style. The Krishna Mandir, said to be the most remarkable stone building ever raised in the valley. And people gather on the first floor to play instruments and overlook the square at the same time. Maybe we'll be treated to a concert. One ended just as we were arriving. This is the street leading to the Tibetan Refugee Center, Jawalakal, where we're here not to buy a handicraft, but we're here to buy an opso. While we're looking for the opso, we'll take a look at the carpet weaving section here. Here are the patterns that are being followed, and the ladies weaving the rugs. I suppose this is called something. Close but no cigar. This is another section. Here we are canvassing the local population to see if anybody has an opso. In the meantime, we can sort some wool. Moving backwards, the spinning section is somewhat reminiscent of the Lower East Side. Here it's being twisted and get ready for the other section that we saw before. Coney Island. Close but no cigar. Uphill and up down dale, the opso hunt continues. Whoops! Close but no cigar. Close but no cigar. Well, we're still looking. The search continues.
What? Baby dog. What is this?
The door-to-door, oh, close but no cigar. The door-to-door search goes on. Close but no cigar. Now these guys who have been helping me during my search claim that this member is a baby dog. And they want to know how much. Hello, baby dog.
This is baby dog.
Baby dog. This is a baby dog? And the search goes on. Well, we're on to something. At least it's small. What kind of dog is it? Here's the mother, so we don't think it's an opso?
What do you think?
But right down the street, right down the street, evaluating
And my mother kind of...
evaluating the find.
It's very sweet.
With its owner.
이게
한 바짝
Ed and Sheila with their child.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
See our new son?
Done now still?
Okay, now there you are with your new child.
It's our new
And
son.
and
His name is Tashi.
His name is Tashi.
Tashi, Tashi.
Tashi?
Tashi means good luck.
Means good luck.
Nice
Thank you.
name. Very
Because
nice.
this is in signboard of our factory. Tashi
Tashi.
means have a nice time, have a good luck.
Very good luck.
Well, that would be his name.
That would be his name. Tashi.
아니 아마코 남게요? 아마코 남게요?
Amami. Sindhu.
Sindhu. His mom's name is Sindhu.
This is for papers, Amanda?
Honsa.
You get them in the film too?
Honsa. Yeah.
Son of the lion.
Son of the lion.
Lion is
Lion heart.
heart, yeah.
This lion heart.
We have a lion in Oxford at home. We have, she's 8 years old. So now we bring her a little brother.
She's
11 years
11.
old. We bring her a little brother.
You want to take the money out of the translation?
퀴즈로 바스켓 찍대. 그래서 너무 찍동. 그래서 그냥 나야 바스켓 찍으래.
뛰동요?
네네.
나 찍으다 이제 말이 죽이네.
말지 주래. 말지 주래. 에 뭐고?
말 죽이네. 찍어.
You lost that one?
For good luck. This is the whole family.
You get us, Amanda?
Yeah, everybody's there. The guides, the family, Tashi,
Butter.
the butter.
Tashi's crying.
Did you find out what Tashi eats? Okay.
Meat.
He eats milk?
Yeah.
Milk?
Milk and bread in milk. David said that, right?
You give us I'm going to take your picture. Take your picture, and we'll send you a picture.
And we'll send you pictures.
We're back in Kathmandu, the Carmel, center of the tourist and the trekking industry. They keep walking in front of the camera. Everything is for sale or even for rent. Trekking gear. Food. Books. T-shirts. Little violin from this guy standing next to me. Soda. Italian restaurants. Hotels. Tickets. Buses. You trek, we got it. This is looking down another street in the Tamil. Quaint, huh? Provincetown. Buy, sell, or rent. So now it's goodbye to the Shangri-La, the hotel named after the 19,000 foot pass into Tibet. And it's goodbye to Kathmandu, but we'll be back.